Hey gang, it's Ron over at CTREIA. Okay, so here's a video today, and I don't have a script, so I'll try to get through it without rambling. I want to go over the nuances of a deal I've done, okay? And I think it's a good illustration of how to create a lifetime income stream with a relative small amount of money. So let me tell you about the deal first and how I structured it, plus the pricing and buy, sell, everything, and the terms, and how that relates to really just creating retirement money with one deal. And it's not even a lot of money that I put down. So I bought a 4-family, and this is about 10 years ago, okay? So I understand these pricing, not today, but you're gonna understand the strategy, okay? So I bought a 4-family in Middletown, Connecticut for $182,000, roughly 10 years ago. And I put down about $45,000, right? I had to go to a bank, everything. I didn't know how to buy owner financing back then. I just didn't know. You know, I just thought you go to a bank, right? And I didn't have a job, so my wife had to get the mortgage, but it was about $45,000 down, roughly. And I owned it for the last 10 years. I just sold it, and I'll tell you about the terms on that too. And so, you know, $45,000, so I got to enjoy roughly, you know, about $1,200 to $1,500 a month in cash flow for the last 10 years, to say nothing of the principal pay down by the tenants, right? That my loan's getting smaller every single month, okay? And I'll share that number in a minute. And plus I get the tax benefits. I mean, it's awesome. That's real estate in a nutshell right there, right? I get to use the bank's money to get all the appreciation, all the cash flow, all the tax benefits, and you're gonna love how I sold it. So, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe not even that long ago, I sold it. I sold it for $425. Okay, I think, oh, that's a good number. I owed $85,000 on it, right? I took out a mortgage, paid it down over the last 10 years, and what was left, as of 6 months ago, give or take, was $85,000. Well, I could have sold it and put the money in my pocket, right? And that would have been nice, but then what do I do with the money? So here's how I sold it and why I did it this way. So what I did is I sold it with owner financing. So remember, I owe $85,000 on the mortgage, right? So if you follow that, okay? So I sold it for $425. I did a 40-year mortgage. I'm the bank, I can do anything I want. I wanted a longer payment, less payoff on the amortization, so it's good for me as the bank, right? But it also helps the buyer because his cash flow is gonna be really good now, okay? Now he's not paying off much principal in the beginning anyway, okay? And that's the trade-off. So I sold it. Now guess what I got for a down payment? $85,000, right? Because that's what I owed. Could I have taken his down payment, kept that money, and then kept the bank involved? Possibly. I didn't want to do that. So at closing, I got nothing, right? He put down $85,000, I owed $85,000. So my mortgage got paid off, so now I'm the bank. First position, just like a regular bank. My payment from that buyer is roughly $2,000 a month for 40 years, okay? So here's why that equates to $1 million. Okay, it's in the headline. How's that $1 million, Ronnie? So I get $2,000 a month, roughly, okay, for the next 40 years, forever. I'm just going to call it forever, okay, as the bank, okay? Then that's in my pocket. That's net. That does not include taxes in it. That's just to me, okay? Here's how that equates to almost $1 million. So if you were to work 40 years at a job, wherever that may be, and on your 65th birthday, you retire and you got $1 million in your 401k. That's amazing. I'll use a 401k as our example. That's amazing. You're the top 1%. Literally, you're the 1%, okay? But you did it. Well, that's not tax-free money, guys. So what happens is, assuming state and federal taxes are gonna be 30% for your bracket. I don't know, I'm guessing, right? But that's gonna be close. Well, now you're left with $700,000. You think $700,000 is, using the 4% rule, this is the rule, guys, it's not my rule, it's the rule, Google it. The 4% rule states that you can pull, out of $700,000, you can pull 4% of that is $28,000 a year, or $2,300 a month. You worked 40 years or whatever to get $1 million, which is very rare, and really what you're left with is $2,300 a month. Or put down $45,000 on a piece of real estate, become the bank on the sell side, and you get almost the same income stream, not quite. By the way, it's worth noting, I'm 50, well, I'll be 57 real soon, that I can collect Social Security at 62. 5 more years. If I collect early, I get like $2,500 a month. I looked it up, okay? I'll probably take it. I don't need the money and wait longer. So I'll grab it early. It's like $2,500 a month, give or take, because I did well in my earning years. And it's like, man, I almost eclipse a lifetime of earning relative to Social Security with one real estate deal, $45,000 down. Okay, now I understand the prices 10 years ago aren't gonna apply today, but the philosophy's the same, guys. That age is not retirement's not an age, it's a mathematical formula, okay? So think of some creative ways to create lifetime income streams. I owned a lot of properties with owner financing. Almost half my portfolio was acquired through owner financing. I never really thought about selling them with owner finance, and I've since done that with several properties. So anyway, guys, don't think that it takes a lot. You can generate a lifetime's worth of pension income with a small amount of money if you kind of look at it a different way. Hope that helps somebody. Thanks for watching, guys.